Counting down to first pitch in Atlanta. It's the Phillies and the Braves, and it comes your way next. A good look there at the southern skies and Turner Field in Atlanta. Today, getaway day here in this three-game series between the Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, folks. Welcome back to Phillies baseball here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. You can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
All right, EK, we'll get to Steve in a moment, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. Set to go now from Turner Field is leadoff hitter Jimmy Rollins, and we are ready for baseball. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and oh, that caught him flush as it ricochets toward first. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him? And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it, it looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Austin Jackson will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. So the runner heads back to first on the fly out, and with one away now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Elliott Johnson will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run. The check on Rollins, now the pitch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
You know, to me, it's a little surprising that he'd just get a good fastball to bunt right there. You have a pretty good idea that he's going to bunt the ball. Throw him a slider or something down and away, maybe something in the dirt. Make him earn it. This is just making it way too easy on him.
Marlon Byrd will dig in. Currently fifth in the National League in batting to begin play. Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the third out. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. It's the Phillies nothing, Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for the host Atlanta Braves. They'll square off versus statistically one of the best starting pitchers in postseason history, the former Cy Young Award winner left-hander Cliff Lee. Justin Upton will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Jonathan Herrera will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. In there for strike 1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Jason Hayward will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Swing and a ball hit high, but not very far out toward right center. Bird is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Darren Ruff will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play. First pitch coming. And the second inning will get underway with a ball hit on the ground to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
John Mayberry will stand in now as you check out his OPS, that number translating into on base plus slugging. And his is in the stratosphere so far.
Yeah, and just for the record, the major league leader a year ago was Miguel Cabrera. He had an OPS of 1.078. So he's outpacing a guy who nearly won a second Triple Crown.
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Cody Ashe steps in now.
Batting 7, third baseman, Cody Ashe.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That last home run believed to be in the neighborhood of 424 feet. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
Carlos Ruiz will stand in now. And as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And this is off the wall now for Upton out there. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Not a bad pitch that time. You'll get another look at it here. He just goes down and hooks it right down the line. As a pitcher, not much you can do about that one.
Cliff Lee will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Out in front of the fastball here as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Villarreal is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. The Phillies get a run on this swing by John Mayberry. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Mark Teixeira will start things off in the bottom of the second.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
And Lee will open the at-bat with a good changeup there for strike 1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And Rollins will throw him out 1 away.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Chris Johnson will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. The 0-2 now from Lee. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Bird is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that sidewall is approaching fast. But he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time, and he makes a nice running catch near the line.
Ryan Domit will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Here we go.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Now a fastball driven on a line out to left. This is going to split the gap and get down for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
We'll get a good look at this from up in our press box camp. You can see the 2 outfielders give chase, but this is almost perfectly between them as it finds a gap for a double.
Andrelton Simmons will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. 1 away here to begin the third. Getaway day here on a Wednesday afternoon as you get a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the first part of next week. Austin Jackson will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the air to right center. Villarreal is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down.
And this is a situation where you've got back-to-back flyouts from 2 guys who really need to start hitting the ball on the ground. That speed isn't doing you any good when you're hitting lazy fly balls.
Elliott Johnson will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. And here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Upton will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Carlos Villarreal makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Carlos Villarreal.
And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip out.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, and this is something that's always a cause for concern when a young player first gets to the big leagues. Veteran pitchers have a way of turning your aggressiveness against you, and they got him to chase a bad one right there.
Alex Wood will stand in. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. First pitch on its way from Lee. Justin Upton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Ball 1. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. Philadelphia's on top, 1-0. Marlon Byrd will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Philadelphia. Right fielder, Marlon Byrd.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. And here's a ball hit in the air. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Darren Ruff will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Ball one.
No, that's the ball. Come on, what are you doing?
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a one-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
John Mayberry will stand in again. He homered his first time around. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level and he just can't help himself.
Chopped to third. Tough to get to. There's Herrera for one. Back to first, but it's right over his head. And he is in there. Cody Ashe will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
Cody Ashe.
Let's get this batter out.
And he waits on the changeup there and pulls it to fairly deep right field. Villarreal is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. They lead it 1-0. Jonathan Herrera will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And now he runs up to bunt and drops one out in front of home plate. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
And when you've got the big lumber coming up behind you, this is not a bad idea. Get on base any way you can so they can hit with runners on. This time he just comes up a little bit short.
Jason Hayward will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Lee will take charge himself out there, and there's two down.
And he's got to be saying, if only they were all this easy. But make a great pitch, get him to check his swing, and let that ball just pop right back to you.
Two gone now in the Braves half of the fourth, and standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Grounded foul off to the right. Two out, nobody on. The 0-2 now from Lee. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Carlos Ruiz will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth. First pitch coming. And a swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much. And
this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Cliff Lee will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
2 gone, and Jimmy Rollins will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Three-swinger at the plate.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Look into Domit, now the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Now a swing and popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Teixeira has got it, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, but they're up 1-0. Chris Johnson will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, the veteran catcher Ryan Domit. This is swung on and hit out toward Mayberry in left. 2 gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Andrelton Simmons will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here comes another 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves nothing. And so here is Austin Jackson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Austin Jackson.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Elliott Johnson will stand in. He flew out his last time up. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And the fastball here is hit on the ground but foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here he comes on 2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Marlon Byrd will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And he continues his red-hot hitting. That'll push his hitting streak to 14 now. Darren Ruff will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the first pitch. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Flip will go to Herrera covering, and that will be that. Phillies strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Carlos Villarreal will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Under it is Byrd as he takes it for out number 1.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Alex Wood will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, one thing we can say about this game, Neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Justin Upton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
That's to first. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side is retired. Back here at Turner Field. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. John Mayberry will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And the 7th inning starts with a swing and a routine grounder to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Cody Ashe will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. And this will be fouled away. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
Well, this is a guy who's done his job on the mound. He gets another pop-up, but he just needs to get some help offensively because he's on the hook to be the hard luck loser.
Carlos Ruiz will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First pitch to him. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box. A foul ball. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Line to left. Upton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 1-0. Jonathan Herrera will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Jonathan Herrera.
Swing and a line drive to center field. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting,
Jason Hayward will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. He's set. Now the pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Under it is Bird as he takes it for out number 1.
And there's an awful lot of room out there in right center. So even though this ball's hit pretty well, had a little too much loft to it, so winds up a fairly routine fly ball.
Mark Teixeira will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the block.
Throw on to first, and they're able to get Teixeira 2 away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Chris Johnson come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Corey Guerin will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Corey Guerin.
Cliff Lee will start things off here for the Phillies. Top of the order, Jimmy Rollins to follow.
Cliff Lee.
And the inning will begin with a fly ball out to straightaway right. Villarreal is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th. Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. And at the top of the order, Jimmy Rollins will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Well, how about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Jackson.
Austin Jackson will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw in time. Oh, and that was some effort. And with it, the side is retired. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ryan Domit will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Catcher Ryan.
In there, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. Well, will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hit hard back up the middle. And there's a base hit. So there you go. The possible tying run aboard here to kick off the home half of the 8th.
Only their 3rd hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. This offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ball game.
Freddie Freeman will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 5.
First pitch on its way from Lee. And he takes ball 1.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Carlos Villarreal will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting. Pitcher.
Gerald Laird will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 11. Gerald Laird.
And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. Line drive, base hit left field. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second, but this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at third base.
Jordan Schaefer will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Justin Upton will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Now, if you're Atlanta,
and we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. It remains 1-0. David Hale come on now to start the 9th inning, as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Tyler Green is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 7. Tyler.
Elliott Johnson will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
For Philadelphia, second baseman, Elliott Johnson.
And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And Teixeira won't get a glove on it. It's a fair ball.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Marlon Byrd will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Number 19 will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. He's running towards second. This is on the ground for the first baseman, Teixeira. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Up next for Philadelphia,
Darren Ruff will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Ryan Howard will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Ryan Howard.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and they're able to get Howard on the ground ball, 2 away.
Boy, it's so nice to have a second baseman that can cover some ground. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle. But look at him make the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position. And he's able to get enough on that throw to get the out at first.
John Mayberry will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
Let's kill the inning right here.
And he'll take first here on the intentional walk, so making runners at the corners now with 2 away.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Cody Ashe will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
Let's stop the bleeding right here.
In the dirt there, but Domet able to keep it at his feet.
All right, get him out of there.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Look into Domet, now the 1-1. No offer on that one, 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Swinging a soft liner towards short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Nothing in the Philadelphia 9th. Last chance coming up for Atlanta. They trail here 1-0. Number 19 will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 19.
Ryan Howard will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Dominic Brown will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Jonathan Herrera will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
Jackson is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Now batting.
He certainly had all of his pitches working for him so far. That's translated to a 4-hit shutout to this point.
Jason Hayward will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Now here's the first pitch. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Misses. Ball 2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they'd go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Brown is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. He's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Hey, any way you can keep this game alive, you've got to take it. You know, it's just an infield single, but at least you keep that line moving up for one more hitter.
Chris Johnson will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
2 out with the man at first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
That's hit hard on the ground, and it'll make it through into right field for a 2-out single. And some trouble now in right field. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
And you just had the feeling that even though they were down to their final strike, They were not going to go down easily, and now they're going to keep this game alive for at least one more batter.
B.J. Upton will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 2, B.J. Upton.
Ryan Domit will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this would be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Mike Adams is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 37, Mike Adams.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
And, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
And he misses ball four, so now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. Tyler Pasternicki will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Phillies able to claim this victory thanks in no small part to the contributions of this man on the mound, Cliff Lee. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a little unfortunate he couldn't get that final out in the ninth.